first day of school, I've had the pleasure of visiting half of our schools this week and intend to visit the rest by the end of next week. It was exciting to experience the positive energy in each building. I was given a tour in each one of the classrooms and was able to see teaching at its best. Kudos to all Taylor School District staff for their hard work to prepare for a great new school year. Schools were gleaming, classrooms were decorated, lessons were complete, office information was sent out to families, bus routes were organized, and everyone got to school safely on the first day. I also attended a few open houses. I love to watch the parents and students celebrate their school and their new teachers. Friday Night Lights were alive and well last Friday. Mr. Williams and I had the opportunity to attend the annual Truman versus Kennedy football game. We strategically placed ourselves in the middle of the goalpost, sometimes with one foot on each side of the 50-yard line, not to show any bias. The crowd was very supportive and the boys played their hearts out. I felt very welcomed and very proud to be at this home event. Testing 1, 2. I met with Derek Canales, Ed Brzezowski, and Carrie Nagy to discuss our state testing for early literacy and numeracy in grades 1 and 2. Schedules are being prepared to get our first and second graders into computer labs as soon as possible, and PowerPoint handouts were created for teachers to practice and prepare for the testing. Mr. Canales will serve as the mentor for these students and teachers. Mr. Brzezowski will have the state and district contact information in case there are glitches throughout the testing process. I appreciate the collaborative approach from the aforementioned parties for this important activity. In terms of Fontes and Pinnell and our early literacy grant, our interventionists started work today. I worked with Tracy Carroll to devise a plan to have 3 interventionists work with all 8 elementary buildings, focusing on 3rd grade reading groups. With a tentative schedule, all 3rd grade students in the LLI groups will be serviced for 24 weeks on an every day or every other day schedule, and that's based on test scores. Research and expertise suggests that we should see some strong results in closing the reading gap. The interventionists will be trained at RESA later on this week. And special thanks to Tracy Carroll and Dee Benjamin for their organization with this grant. If you look behind me, we have posted some of the work that we did with our leadership team for our fall seminar. And as Mr. Williams and I came to the district, we worked with Cabinet and we brainstormed some of the things that we've noticed either through data collection or personal observations on our walks. And some of the things that we came up with that we would really like to have our entire leadership team work on for the rest of the school year are the focus is what can we do about. And so the first one is what can we do about decreasing our expulsion rate? What can we do about improving positive behavior systems, improving staff morale, sharing our greatness, declining student enrollment, improving test scores, and decreasing failures and retentions. And so the approach to this is called a chalk talk. And what we do is we model what we hope to expect in classrooms. And how it works is there is a chart paper on a table, and the table has 4 people at the table. And so they brainstorm all the possibilities. There are no right or wrong answers. All of the ideas are put on a paper. And then after about 10 minutes, everyone gets up, and there's this power of silent walking, and that's why they call it chalk talk. You're not allowed to talk to the person next to you, and it's complete silence in the room. What that does is actually empower everyone to have a voice, so it's not the louder voice or the stronger voice that gets heard, and their ideas are the ones that are most powerful. You actually get to star anything that you agree with, you get to add to, or piggyback onto something that's gone on, or put something new on the sheet. And so this will be a working document for us to be able to work together. Then the idea is that you come back, and there's one representative from the original group that'll report out to the entire group in terms of the big ideas that showed up on paper. So it's a collaborative approach, a silent gallery walk with chalk talk, and then a return to be able to share out. So it's a very powerful strategy that's used in the classroom, but it's also very powerful in staff meetings. So this is the first approach to us attacking these areas of challenge. And really with a flattened leadership style, because every voice counts, and we're hoping to have a collaborative effort to make this work.
Thank you.
You're welcome. The other thing that we have is a web filter issue. With our new iBoss filter, it's working quite well. So the interesting thing is that we have had some people in our community that have tried to bypass our filter with some applications. And so what happens is that Mr. Brzezowski gets an indication via email that someone has tried to attack our filter. And so whoever has tried to do that has their internet shut down immediately. And then we are allowed to do an investigation. So we've had a few instances of that, and Mr. Brzezowski has worked with building principals to be able to do the investigations that were necessary. Lastly, we had 304 teachers that attended our optional professional development in August, right before the start of school. And as a small token of our appreciation, we held a raffle, and had recipients from each building and each bargaining unit win prizes for those that attended. Prizes included gift cards from different grocery stores, haircuts, professional hair products, car washes, McDonald's meals, pizzas, movie tickets, and a 30-minute chair massage. And special thanks needs to go to Lois Ruggiero, Lori McCullough, and Terry Drury for collecting the different prizes. So thank you for that, and I think people were excited to get their prize in the mail.
All right. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Motion?
Support. Motion, Ms. Lee. Support, Mr. Matthews. Any questions? Hearing none. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next item.
4.01 committee report.
Do you have any committee reports?
We did have a finance committee today. It was relatively brief. We talked about the count updates, which Mr. Williams updated you on today. We also talked about the status of where the DEP was. I'll have something for you to approve on September 26th and some directions to go. We're still working on that and just aligning the budgets and projecting for the next 5 years. So that's due to the state September 30th. Obviously, we're waiting for some more congruent count numbers and different things like that so that we can update the numbers and kind of get a better picture of where we're at this year. Our next finance meeting will be September 26th at 5 o'clock. And I believe that was it.
All right, thank you.
Motion.
Support. Motion, Mr. Zorn. Support, Mr. Masters, I believe. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next item.
6.01 GSRP contract for 2016-17.
Motion.
Support.
We have a motion from Ms. Delaney, support from Mr. Zorn. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries 5-0. Next item.
Again, as we mentioned on the onset, we moved to do a combined approval of,
Okay.
let me just reread this unless you have it handy.
To approve 7.1, 7.9, 7.10, 7.11, 7.12.
Thank you.
Did you motion?
Yeah, that was my motion.
Okay. So what were those again? 7.9, 7.
7.1, 9, 10,
Okay.
11, and 12.
Ms. Delaney, did you say you made the motion?
I made the motion, Ms. Delaney supported.
All right.
Mr. Masters.
All right. Motion from Mr. Zorn, support from Mr. Delaney. And do we have any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign, carries 5-0. Next item.
One moment, so let me skip ahead. 8. Oh, that's right, that's true. So a separate motion to table items, and let me read through this carefully here. 7.
I think they just need to be removed.
Oh, to delete them from the agenda?
Delete them because if they come back with contracts, they don't want to have to re-vote on them. So just remove them completely for the moment.
It's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, 16.
So what are you saying, that we won't have to address these issues?
We will, but the contracts may change.
They would be different, so.
Some numbers may be different by the time they come back. So I don't want to table them and then vote on bringing it back to deny them and then submitting a new contract.
She's right, she's right. So we would be deleting them from the agenda, and you would
Just
submit
removing
new
them from the agenda, yes.
at the next one.
So we're voting actually to not approve 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 13, 14, 15, and 16.
Okay,
It's the same effect.
Yes, it's removed.
Yeah, same effect, that's fine.
that's fine.
Okay,
I just didn't want them tabled because we may change them.
okay, that's fine.
I support.
Okay. So again, just to make sure everybody's on the same, I'll walk one more time through and you check me. Those are items 7.02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07, 08, 7.13, 7.14, 7.15, and 7.16. Everybody's in agreement?
Can I make a motion on that?
I have a motion, and Mr. Leading here.
All right. Norm made the motion, support Ms. Delaney. Any questions? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hold the same sign, carries 5-0. Next item.
Thank you. Now we move on to 8.01, student reinstatement 0826-161S. Can you read this, please?